Say it again.
If
Alright,
abortion
now,
isn't,
we'll get some
then why would
training
it
right
be
here.
considered a quadruple?
Alright. We're doing
If I
fitness
four
training on
people
the
in the
foot.
middle of the street because the bird told me to do it.
Add-ons, let's get it.
Well, I don't know. It depends how people were looking at it. You know.
Well, it's like,
Well,
hey, you know, it's not a baby yet, even though it's like 8 months old and it has a brain. But then I go and I use my car or an axe or a hatchet, which is a different type of axe, and I get 4 people in the middle of the street. All of a sudden, I'm going to jail for 4 people. What if I argue that
They weren't humans yet.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about. That argument doesn't make much sense. That fucking bird that I hate.
Well, you know, I don't know, man. I have kids,
Yeah.
so I figure once the seed goes in to the ovarian, and
Now you didn't abort them, you're saying.
I wasn't raised with those.
Do you ever
Principle.
you ever regret it?
No, I never abort anybody. No.
No, I'm saying, do you ever regret not aborting your kids? They piss you off. You're like,
Oh no.
you know how I could have fucking stopped you right there 19 years ago.
Believe me, that'll piss you off sometimes, but I didn't think that far. I wouldn't. No, you know, kids are beautiful. You have any kids?
No, I don't. But I think if I do, I believe, and you know, maybe I'll change my mind one day if I'm a parent, but I believe in extremely late stage abortions.
Well, you know, you have the right to think. And
Because if you're the parent and you decide 10 years down the line that you don't like them and that you didn't raise them well, I think you should have the right to them.
well, that'd be your own fault if you don't raise them well. So you know.
Okay,
Man, how about if you didn't raise them well and just yourself?
well, okay, but that's assuming that it's your fault. You could absolutely just have like a crazy lunatic come out. There's nothing you can do sometimes. Sometimes it'll just come out autistic and it is what it is. And they'll wanna eat mice. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
But I don't know. I guess from my point of view, I respect life that way. But
who do you think built the pyramids?
I don't know. There's a lot of theories up there, but I think humans did
I
somehow.
heard a new one that I liked a lot, a new theory.
Which one is that?
I heard it was
Oh yeah.
yeah.
How he did that? He wasn't born yet.
Because you know that they say he himself.
Okay.
What if he actually, but you know, there's not really any hard evidence. A lot of people think he actually fled to Argentina. What if he actually had a time machine?
Who knows, man? Or maybe he reincarnated.
Yeah, as an
You
apple.
believe in reincarnation? Because the Egyptians used to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe
Maybe
it.
there was a pharaoh back then. You know?
He went back in time. He reincarnated in the past.
Yeah, well, something like that.
But think about it like this: if you believe that aliens exist and they could come here and build the pyramids, then it's not that far off from believing that you could use some sort of time travel technology. In which case, maybe
Could be.
maybe he built the pyramids.
Maybe, you know, have you seen ancient aliens?
But
Ancient aliens.
ancient aliens?
Aliens. Aliens.
Oh, aliens.
Extraterrestrials.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a show that shows all kinds of stuff like that.
I don't think I've seen that
A couple
show.
of times, and it shows the pyramids were
Is it on the History Channel?
I think it's in History Channel.
Those guys are fucking nuts on the History
Yeah.
Channel.
Well, I was just wondering because they got a lot of theories over there.
I remember I was 6 years old and the History Channel was on, and that's why I'm so crazy now.
Okay. Yeah.
It really fucked me up.
You say, well, you got your hair like that?
Yeah.
You know the guy from
That's like the first thing you must have.
Yeah, because the guy, the host for that show,
Oh, he looks like
he
this?
kind of looks like you, but let's say you in the young version. It's a little.
I'm the younger version of the ancient aliens
Well,
guy.
just the looks.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
a little big in the face, man. Not much. It's not a big deal.
It's a little bit different.
Just a little big in the,
Yeah.
in the looks.
Right, I understand. Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. I have to let you know that today's episode is sponsored by Quo. Running a business means you're always reachable until you're not. That text, that follow-up after you miss a call is going to be picked up by your competitor. That's why today's episode is sponsored by Quo. Is the number one on the line, and don't miss any more. Quo.com/
That word is tricky.
Dr. Rip your meniscus off.
I don't know. That sounds too weird to hire him.
Yeah?
Maybe he can be some type of or something. I don't know.
You're saying that
Who have a
it's
name
a,
like that?
probably somebody whose parents watch too much of the History Channel. So you think that somebody's name could end up putting them down the path to become a
Well, a name means a lot. You know, if you're a parent, you have to make sure that you give your child a name that means something actually positive.
I was thinking about if I ever had a son, I would name him SpongeBob.
Really? Okay. Well, he'll enjoy it while he's a kid, but while he's
So
older,
when he, up until like yeah, exactly, up until like 7 years old, he'll be the coolest kid ever. And then past 7 years old, especially from like 8 to 14, he'll be the biggest loser. So he'll go through a major hardship. He'll have to get really hardened as a person. And by the time he's 15, he's either going to be extremely tough mentally, or he'll be dead probably.
probably these days more likely that he probably commits
Yeah.
too many bullying out there in the social networks and all.
Yeah, but then it's like, you know what? I tried. Would you rather have an average son or 10% chance at a complete lunatic who doesn't experience any emotions because his name is SpongeBob?
I will say take him out of North America for a while, like I did. I told you I went down south.
Yeah.
My parents bring me back. I learned a lot of stuff down there. It taught me
About
a little bit.
SpongeBob?
No, by life experience, because it's different. You want to top them up, bring them down.
Yeah, but look, you turned out to be a productive person. Like you're fixing people's pipes so the whole city isn't filled with shit. I'm trying to name my kid SpongeBob so he either ends up like a complete lunatic.
My favorite thing about this is that it is a live auction selling.
What more? You're talking about somebody's name leading them down to become. What name is more likely to lead them down that line than SpongeBob?
I guess so.
Would you like your kid hang out with somebody named SpongeBob?
That'd probably be cool. That'd be funny, though. What's it got to do with
you
the
would-
doctor man?
Oh, the doctor name was Dr. Ricky Meniscus.
Okay, what's it?
That's like a ligament. So that's kind of a little
That's
scary.
what I was saying. I'm scared. I don't think he'll be. I mean, Dr. Kaworkin was real.
What did you say?
Kaworkin, Michigan doctor. That he was. He's the one that started. He's the one that started to do. How do you say? Voluntarily for people who wanted it.
Oh, he's doing
He did it out of
assisted.
Yeah, assistance. And he didn't give a shit what the courts think. He just did it. They throw him in jail anyways after so many of them.
Well, then he's kind of an idiot, I think, right? He ended up going to jail for it.
Yeah, but he was trying to practice something. Let's say if you were like with a deadly disease, like really bad stage,
Like,
or cancer,
Or-
and he's doing tremendous pain.
yeah.
I don't know if I want to live like that. I don't really feel I want anybody,
Yeah.
wiping my ass and stuff like that.
But you know, in
I
like
do all the shit work.
in Europe, there's a places where you can do that. In like I think Switzerland maybe or countries they can you get to do it legally. It's just.
Yeah, I think it's something now, but back then it was the 90s. It was totally
Oh,
illegal.
this was in the 90s.
Yeah, in the 90s. Right? Yeah, you never heard of Dr. Kaworkin. It's actually a movie made about Al Pacino.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll watch it, but no, I haven't heard of it. I mean, if it's in the 90s, it's way before I was.
Yeah, it was totally legal. Now it's legal in certain countries. South America, and like you say, I think Sweden, as you say, yeah.
I think in South America it's just legal for people, isn't it?
It seems like it in these days.
Yeah. I don't think it needs to be an old guy with
But
a
there's
disease.
a lot of propaganda.
Is it?
But it's like, everywhere you go,
I heard it's a delicacy over there in like Brazil to eat somebody's brain while they're still alive.
Could be. Probably some cannibals up there. I mean, the Amazons are down
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
You never
But
know.
they have funny birds with lots of colors. So it's a
everywhere,
trade-off.
everywhere you go right now, you don't have to go too far. You go to the big part of LA.
Yeah.
And, you can walk around there at a certain time. You won't come out of it.
As you said, if you go to the black part of LA, you're screwed.
I'm talking about areas where it's more high crime. I'm not specifically saying any district. There is some places that are more, it's a lot more. I'm saying I live all over the place.
But I know, like, if you got called in to do some clubbing in Compton, you're gonna be like, goodbye, black.
If they have the money and pay me up front, I'll probably do the job. I have to get paid up
Yeah,
front.
but that's very unlikely.
I have done some work down there. I just want to make sure that I get paid up front, and also I make sure it's daylight.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, but see, you're a smart guy. You're pragmatic with your racism. You see what I'm saying? Like,
No.
I'm gonna
That's
take-
it, but I'm precaution. I've been all over the world. When I was living in Mexico, and they tell you, just go down the road over there and take a left, and then it's like, you know, you're going into a truck.
then you're in Brazil.
They're gonna probably kidnap you or something. You feel foreign. When I went down there, I was at the border because I am Mexican, but they were treating me like I wasn't.
Oh, really?
After I been there for a few years, then of course, you know.
So the first language you spoke, was it English or Spanish?
Spanish. My
Okay.
parents don't speak English. Let me do my clenching. Thank you. Appreciate it. You know how to use this thing?
During World War II, they literally built a ship out of concrete. Its whole job was pumping out like 1,000 gallons of ice cream every day and sailing around the Pacific handing it out to all the smaller Navy ships. Well, if the military suddenly needs that much fucking ice cream, they also need a ton of dairy. So the government starts encouraging people to start becoming dairy farmers. The war ends, the man falls off, and now all these dairy farmers are gotta go broke. The other one's basically like, fuck it, we'll keep buying the milk. Now we're just sitting on all this milk with nowhere to store it, so somebody goes, why don't we just make it into cheese? It'll last longer. We'll shove hundreds of millions of pounds into a cave outside Springfield, Missouri. By the time Reagan takes office, there's like 700 million pounds of cheese sitting there. Reagan wants to get rid of it, and the public's like, we basically took our tax money and turned it into cheese. The least they could do is give us the fucking cheese. So they start handing it out to poor people and the elderly, and that's why people call it government cheese.
That's one of them.
What are you talking about?
That's one of them.
Government cheese.
Where's your son? He locked up.
I had to show y'all proof, man. Had to show y'all that proof. Alright, we gonna do the rest of them off cam. Don't worry about what I just dropped, y'all. We're gonna keep that shit P. Keep it P. Keep it player. But here are the stats.
Ready for the next one? Here, combo number 2. Combine
See, we're gonna do these two off cam. Did the first one off cam. And yeah, let's get it.